Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am Nick Push. Hope you're doing well today. I am continuing my Halloween videos every day in the month of October, here in October 2020. And I thought this would be a good time, because it's still early in the month. I feel like this would be a good time to weave in some Halloween kills talk. Because I know we can't get enough about that, even though it's 370 some odd days away. So today what I wanted to talk about was some things I heard about the flashback sequence. Now, I have absolutely no behind the scenes knowledge, so there are no spoilers in this. This is just going to be speculation. But if you want to go in 100% fresh, if you don't want to know shit about this, turn off right now. But if you want to know a little bit more, if you want to know what I heard and what I think could happen, then stick around and let's talk about it. Okay, so like I said, I heard some things about the flashback that kind of piqued my interest a little bit and, made me go, interesting. So what I heard was this, and once again, if you don't want to know anything, stop watching. But what I heard was a couple of things. One, I heard that it's going to be a lot longer than we initially anticipated. And what I mean by that is it's going to be more than, 30, 45 seconds. Might be a few minutes long. And the second thing I heard was that there might be more than one flashback scene, which is very interesting. So what do we know about the flashback so far? We know, based on behind the scenes photos that came out last year, that the Shape is either going to run into Lonnie Lamb or he's going to see Lonnie Lamb. You got that great picture with whoever the actor is playing the Shape in the 1978 flashback, where he's kind of standing along a bush, kind of similar to a hedge, and you see Lonnie, or the kid, wearing a jacket similar to what Lonnie was wearing in the OG, either walking, or I can't remember if he's walking or kind of bending down, picking up candy or some shit like that. So that is what we know about the flashback. That's it, unless I'm missing something. Let me know if I'm forgetting something, because there's been a lot of shit going on lately. Yeah, that's the understatement of the year for both the Halloween community and 2020 in general. But that's basically all we know. So if it is longer, and if there is more than one, I guess I wanted to kind of talk through what that might be. So there's a few thoughts I had in my mind. Number one is, I feel like if it is longer, and this takes place when we think it is, we are probably, unfortunately, going to see the Shape be captured. And when I say by unfortunately, I don't want to see him get captured. I don't want to see him sitting in the back of a cop car. I don't want to see a bunch of cops, surrounding him, whether it's Hawkins or whoever, surrounding him and saying, hands on the ground. I don't want to see him kneeling down. We have to keep the aura of mystery surrounding the Shape intact, and you can't do that when you pull an H5 and have him sitting in a jail cell twirling the chains. My God, that's awful. And I'm sorry for bringing up H5, because I always seem to bring that up and find a way to talk shit about it, but it's true. We cannot see that and keep the aura of mystery around the Shape. It's not possible. It humanizes him too much. So I don't want to see him captured, but if it's longer than what I initially thought, I have a bad feeling we are going to see that, or something like that, which scares me a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all in the execution. Yeah. So I also think that we will probably, at some point in the flashback, whether it's the first flashback or if there's a second flashback, see the Myers house. It could be that that's where they track him down. It could be that, it's a similar scene to Halloween 2 1981, where the whole town is going to the Myers house and in the flashback and throwing rocks through the windows and shit. Maybe it'll be something like that. Who knows? But I think we are probably going to see the Myers house in the flashback, and probably in present day too. So what else could we see? I don't think that they will have any scenes before he got shot by Loomis 6 times. It just doesn't make sense to me, because we know where he is throughout that night for the most part. We didn't see him go grab Judith's headstone and put it on the bed. We didn't see him set up the bodies, for Lori to find, if that was his plan. We didn't see any of that, but we know for the most part he was watching Annie, or standing across the street. He kind of stood up by the car when Annie was bringing Lindsay over to Tommy's house. We know he was basically always around. So what I don't want to see is, I don't want to see, there's a 10-minute scene in Halloween 1978 where we didn't see him there. I don't want them to add something in that happened, just for randomness, for what the hell, let's do it. I don't want to see that, because I don't want to be watching Halloween 1978 and say, oh, this is when Michael went and killed some trick-or-treaters, or Michael went and ran into this person. I don't want to see that shit, okay? I just want to watch my 1978 Halloween without thinking about the flashback. So I don't want it to be before that. So what else could they do after that? Could there be something with Tommy and Lindsay, after they go down to the Mackenzie's house, and they're screaming? Maybe that'll be it. Maybe it'll be something else with Lania Lamb. But I think most likely it'll be something that Hawkins is going to remember about either them trying to, I hope they don't show this, goddammit, but trying to interrogate Michael, or talking to Loomis, because we know Loomis is probably going to be in the flashback. Not Donald Pleasance, obviously. He's been dead for 25 years. But some type of either a silhouette of Loomis or whatever. We know he'll be in the flashback, so maybe they'll have the same voice guy who kind of impersonated Loomis in 2018. Maybe he'll be talking to Hawkins, and maybe he'll be kind of ranting and raving about he needs to be dead, or whatever, or it needs to be dead, I should say, or whatever. So other than that, if there is a second flashback scene, what do you guys think it will be? Because I'm at a little bit of a loss here, trying to think of what it could be. I haven't read the script. I know there are people out there that have read the script. So if you are one of those people, please do not comment on this video and ruin it for myself, and most importantly, ruin it for everyone else that's watching this video or checking out my YouTube page. Please don't do that. Show some respect. But if you haven't, if you're like me and you haven't, I would love to know what you guys think the second flashback scene, if there is one, could be. Because you guys are a lot more creative than I am with some of this shit, and I'd love to hear people's thoughts. And those are just a couple of the thoughts that I had, or kind of talking my way through, what the hell it could be without knowing all the details of Halloween Kills. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think a longer flashback is a good idea? And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.